side of your cheeks and make like a duck face and just blow.
How are you doing that? Guys, this is going to be a little different than you're used to. I am sick of politics. I'm sick of the divisive stuff. I'm sick of the rhetoric that divides us, and I want to bring us together. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that after all my comedy shows, the one thing I do is go out and find live music. And I decided I'm going to bring that to all of you. I hope you will enjoy this. This is the Gerard vs. Evil Artist Spotlight Series. I'm Gerard Michaels, and I am very, very thrilled to be here in Dallas, Texas, with the Figueroa sisters, Grace and Emilia. How are you girls?
Good.
Wonderful.
We're so excited to be here.
Thank you for having us.
In the minor leagues, my second year in minor leagues, I used a walk-up song called Voodoo by Godsmack. So
we love Godsmack.
We
when
love.
I was looking at your IG, I was like, she played with Godsmack?
I did.
That must have been awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Dallas, Texas's very own Grace Figueroa.
Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the love, sing for the tear. Sing with me if it's just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away. Everybody, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream till your dream comes true.
Oh
my gosh.
I'm still like in shock from it. Solely Erna and the rest of the guys are so nice. They're the nicest. They, reached out to us via, social media after like seeing some clips, and we just got to know each other a little bit, and then he invited us out on stage, and also like kind of like behind the scenes to learn about that type of thing when it comes to the music scene. And that night we learned so much.
It was a
and
crazy
it was
experience.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I can't thank Solely enough for letting us experience that.
So when you're playing something like that and it shows you like, wow, I can play with the big boys, that's got to give you a lot of confidence.
Oh, it
right?
does.
Yeah.
But then
Yes.
like all things artists, I play, a theater, 5,000 people, and then the next night there's 17 people in a bar, and I'm like, back to reality. Man. So, that's the highs and the lows of this. Now, when you're looking to become an artist yourself, though, you started much like Godsmack. A lot of people don't know Godsmack started as an Alice in Chains cover band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
They're an Alice in Chains cover band. When you're performing, what is the process, I've always wondered, between giving the crowd what they want, because they don't know you and they don't know your music and they want to do a sing-along and they want to hear their songs, and then starting to work in your own IPs and your own music and your own songs as well?
So we haven't started incorporating our originals quite yet, and a lot of that has been like for a while now. We've kind of been like, we were in between drummers a lot, and I think one of the hardest things, even though like we're all young in the band, it's kind of like finding that sound that we want. I mean, we all like rock and roll, but there's like a lot of forms of it. Like some of the band is like, I want to go a little more heavier, which is not my style of singing, or some of them kind of want to go more Steely Dan, Toto type of route. Or
I know, it's all over the place.
But I don't know.
You guys are going yacht rock? That's where we're going?
Yeah.
We do like yacht rock.
We love yacht rock.
Playing it, like making our original music around yacht rock, I don't know. It's not the way we want to go. I think
definitely a modern
rock
of heart.
Like
how Heart was with Led Zeppelin, and they made a modernized version of it, which created them to be Heart, because they used to be a Led Zeppelin cover band.
Is that right? Heart started as a Led Zeppelin cover band?
Yes, they did, yeah.
No, is that right?
Yeah.
And then have you ever seen the tribute that Nancy Wilson did to Led Zeppelin with I think it was the Chicago Philharmonic?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But if you haven't seen it, I think Roger Waters started crying, I think, if I remember correctly.
Was it they sang?
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Heart, Anne and Nancy
Stairway to Heaven.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
we've seen that.
No,
That
I've
is
seen that,
so
Kay, yeah.
amazing.
Is it Roger Waters? No, am I getting Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin mixed up? I don't know. Whatever. But the key, and one of the things that you know I've loved about you guys, you got great stage presence for being so young. You get up there and you absolutely rock out. You're very confident. I love it.
Yeah.
Guys got to check them out. And now you do the Figueroa sisters.
Yes.
And that's more acoustic. That's more stripped down acoustic.
Yeah.
Right. So what is the difference in the mentality between those two when you're a rock star and you want to shred and then you tone it down and all of a sudden you're doing Sheryl Crow tunes?
Yeah. No, I feel like it was a big change, at least for me, because I'm used to like just being with the band and not like fully blended, but able to like perform and dance on stage. But once we started doing the acoustic stuff, I realized that it's just like a big crowd and you like all eyes on you, just us two.
Very intimate.
Yes, intimate. And
How can you tell if people are liking it with acoustic, right? Because they're taking it in.
yeah.
And I love acoustic, but I love it for the poetry and I love it for kind of the ambiance of it. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, this is incredible. Like, nutshell, can't wait to kill myself. No, I'm not going to, you're taking it and you're like, wow, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're shredding, you're like, you can tell right away whether the people are in or not, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And as a front woman or front man, I don't know what the gendered speech is. What's your job to get these people going?
I mean, I like to think that I have one of the biggest jobs when it comes to crowd interaction, because I'm always talking to them in between songs, and then I'll have like there's certain songs where I get the crowd to like join in too. So whether it be like clapping a little bit or like, okay, you guys have to sing this verse or chorus or whatever. And then just being like super engaging. So like one of the things that I was really bad with when I first started, because growing up I was a very shy person. I was like not really talking to people, but being on stage has really helped me grow and come out of my shell. And I had a really good teacher who was very who put a lot of emphasis on stage presence. But I always make eye contact with people whenever I sing. So like sometimes I'll sing like a specific lyric to a specific person, and they know because I'm making eye contact with them, or I'll point at someone.
Gotta be careful. That's how Selena died.
Yeah,
That is
I think right now we're safe. I think right now we're a little safe.
I know. Oh, man.
This song's just for you and you only.
But yeah, I mean, we're safe right now. But it's just
That's
like
around
I
you,
hope.
dude. Lunatics are lunatics. I mean, you're mass communicating. It's there's always gonna be crazies.
Yeah.
We've met like some interesting people
Right.
already.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess one story I have is like when I first kind of started out. I've been singing in the Dallas music scene for 2 years now.
Okay.
So I was like 18 at the time, and I'd been singing with this band a little bit, and there was this one guy who just saw me and just followed me to every single gig, and he would show up like 3 hours before load-in. And he I don't know, he somehow got my dad's number and would be like, hey, I'm already here. And then he would buy like flowers for me, and he would buy like gift cards, and he would like sign notes to me like, I love you, like blah blah blah.
It's very strange.
Very strange. And he was old, and he would take videos, and like it was weird. We had a bad feeling about it. And finally one day he showed up to one of my gigs and had this huge bouquet of like white roses, huge.
Yeah.
And then my boss at the time, who was managing the bands, just went up to him and was like, get out of here. I'm gonna make sure you never ever are able to come into this restaurant ever again, like, and he kind of just got scared and left, and I've never seen him since.
But if you're 6'2" with abs, that would be the most romantic story.
Oh man.
Either way, I was like 18. I just turned 18.
That's a lot.
I was like,
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And it was just a guy who had seen you perform and decided.
Yeah. It was an older guy. Like,
I guess sometimes like people, I don't know what it is, but maybe like come up with like they have a connection with you when they see you like perform.
Yeah, because you're staring right at them and singing.
Well, a little bit.
oh my gosh.
But like, I guess one thing we have to learn is like we want to like after shows like come up to people and talk to people, but like you have to really set boundaries sometimes.
Well, it's massively important, and it is a difficult thing for an artist because you owe everything to your audience and your fans.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
But you don't owe them your personal space. And for me, I use a stage name and I'm a character. And there's very clear times when I'm Gerard Michaels, and then I'm very gregarious. Thanks so much. Let's take pictures. Ha ha ha. And then when I'm Gerard Heron, get the away from me.
Yeah.
I don't know you. What are you doing back here? You're not. I don't. Get out of here, man. Like, and there has to, and there has to be some ways, especially when I did the Kill Tony stuff, man, because you're sitting there with everybody and it's great, and you love that people love you and you're genuinely like grateful for it, but also at the same time like, back the fuck up, dude. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to get in a headspace here. I'm trying to perform, and nobody really understands the mental work it takes to get to a place where you can perform in front of a lot of people. It's like you're not just like, especially as you get older and you start doing this stuff and you go to a city and your friends want to be supportive. They're like, hey, why don't we do dinner before your show? And I'm like, get the fuck, no.
Yeah.
I'm preparing, man.
Yeah.
Well, you just go up on stage and you talk. This is why I don't want to do dinner with you.
Yeah.
You don't get it, dude.
Get it.
You have
Yeah.
no idea. You have to get yourself mentally prepared, and you have to be in a place. I literally, this is how weird I am. I stare at the mirror until I see Gerard Heron disappear, and I see Gerard Michaels appear. He disappears, and then the clown appears. I might be schizophrenic. I don't know. When you get your degree, you can check on me. But, but I'm telling you, I can see it. I can see the character appear. Like a filing cabinet opens up in my brain, and he comes on out. And it's, when you're in that space, it's a different person. It's really different.
Yeah.
And for a performer too, I don't know as much singing, and I definitely don't understand how you do what you do.
No.
Like, I have no idea how your fingers are working different than a drummer where your arms and legs.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, when I'm on stage, I'm not, like, people will be like, man, you killed. And I will genuinely come off stage and be like, I don't remember anybody laughing.
Yeah.
I'm living in the future. And I know this sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But maybe you guys will feel the same way, maybe you won't. I'm already thinking, I'm reading, like with my left eye, I'm reading the audience's reaction to my content. And then my right eye is like sifting through the file cabinet in my brain going, oh, they like relationship material. Think about this joke. Okay, we're doing relationships. And I'm already thinking in the future about the next bit that I'm going to do while I'm trying to get their feedback. I'm not in the moment at all.
Yeah.
I'm like a minute ahead of myself, if that makes sense,
That makes
in my own
sense.
brain,
Yeah.
So I imagine when you're up there and you're looking out at people, because you have to gauge the audience's reaction, right?
Yeah.
You have to try to feel the vibe, create the vibe, but then you're trying to remember lyrics, you're trying to remember notes.
Oh, yeah.
What happens when you blow a note? Do you just power through it?
Yeah.
Like, what's the process from your perspective as performance artists?
I mean, a lot of times, whenever we're on stage, I try to think about, like, what I'm playing, and then at the same time, I'm looking at the audience to see the reaction. And a lot of times before solos, I'm like, okay, gotta get ready. Like, my brain, like, is, like, thinking ahead. And, like, I feel like sometimes, for me at least, being in the moment, I don't know, it's different for music, but being in the moment helps me, like, just get in a better headspace and, like, not overthink anything. And most of the time, like, whenever, like, sometimes, like, based on the audience, too, we switch songs, like, oh, we have, like, a good dance set right now. Let's, like, keep it going so it keeps the energy, like, good energy. And,
so you're calling audibles. So you have a preset set in your mind, and then you're like, nah, screw it.
yeah, sometimes we change it up, yeah.
It depends. I usually make the call.
Yeah.
I usually don't have to. I mean, we usually, we have a set list made up, and we've kind of, like, found a set list that really works. But there'll be times, like, when we're, like, going through, and then, like, the vibe is, like, awesome, and then the next song's kind of like one of those songs that are kind of just there for fill-in, and I'm like, okay, guys, skip this one, let's go to this song. But I mean, I like to be in the moment, because when I'm in the moment, I perform better, and, like, I feel like I sing better, but I always am thinking ahead. If I like with, like, certain, like, parts in the song, ooh, I want to add a lick here, or do I want to change it up and make it cooler, and then sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, and then I'm always like actively kind of, like, looking at the crowd and kind of just gauging their vibe, how they're doing, and if they're not, like, really into it, like, how can I get them into it?
And you're feeling that, I imagine.
Yeah.
That's something you can't prepare for. You're feeling it in the moment.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it has to be nothing better than somebody, like, feeling what you're
Oh,
doing. Like,
yeah.
you go for it, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Where did your love for Heart come from, and rock and roll, classic rock? That was one of the things that really drew my attention. I was like, how do these girls even know what this music is? And then you're playing it like that, and it's like, Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Our parents raised us right.
Yeah, they really did.
I remember like back when like iPods were like a thing, and we would go on road trips. They would like plug it in and just play like all this like older music. One of the biggest like inspirations for us was Van Halen. Like
I love it
I just
so
remember
much.
just like listening to all the songs. I love David Lee Roth's like vocal nuances, and he's such a showman. And I just remember like being like a 4-year-old dancing to the music and stuff. And
Yeah.
you were really young, but I guess
Oh,
it stuck
no.
with you. Eddie
Yeah.
Van Halen is like her favorite
He,
guitar player.
oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with like his energy on stage. I think it's amazing. It's crazy. And I feel like a lot of that influence has come to me and Grace like in our playing today and our style. Cause yeah, our parents was a big influence on rock and roll. Like we started out in like School of Rock, the franchise School of Rock. And we were both in
Shout out Jack Black.
oh yeah. No, we were both in a performance band together, and we auditioned to get to the high level band, which is called house band. So we were doing that together, and we started meeting like a guitar player and a bass player there, and
drummer.
Yeah, a drummer as well. But
Normally, this is where young girls' lives go off the tracks, but this is where yours actually started making
Yes,
sense.
oh for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but no, and they went to high school as well, and then we were all have a love for rock and roll.
Yes.
So we all like came together and was like, hey, we all love heart and classic rock, and we should totally create something here to like show rock and show that like it's still alive.
Is there anything better in retrospect than thinking about those family times and like the road trips you were talking about?
Yeah.
My sisters are very successful. Our family's great. Our parents were phenomenal, hardworking people, and yeah, we didn't have much when I was growing up, but you evolve and you grow as a family, and like we look back at those days where we were eating mac and cheese and hot dogs and watching Jeopardy as a family, and we're like, dude, those were the best days.
Yeah.
Those were the best. Like, yeah, we weren't on a yacht in Mykonos, but
Yeah.
who cares? Like, those were the best days, the best times.
Exactly,
Listening to
yeah.
music, getting, I got introduced to comedy, through the Dean Martin roasts. And yeah, like those family moments are the type of things where that I think these things become imprinted on your heart.
They do.
Yeah.
They really do.
They really do.
Like being a kid, I always remembered being like, I want to grow up. I want to do my own thing. I want to, I'm so excited to have my own place. But like, I want those family moments back. I'm 20, so like I'm already kind of like out there trying to be an adult. She's still 16, so she's still in high school. So 2 more years of those good memories. Emilia.
Yes, yeah. But I cherish every moment. I cherish it all. I appreciate everything I have with my parents and my family. And that reminds me also, my parents, they are a big
Support.
aspect and support to
They
Little
support
Queen
us.
today. They actually are our parent managers. They help us.
They book us. They help
Yeah.
manage us. I mean, she's in high school. I'm in college. I'm trying to get my psychology degree on the side, and I also work as a vocal instructor. So they want to help us with our success as much as possible. They're musicians as well, and so they want to help ease some of the load. So they help any way they can.
Yeah, and it's important because they understand the negatives that come with that industry
Yes.
and that
Yeah.
environment as well, right?
Yes,
So,
very
I
much.
think being grounded is a very important thing, right? Because too often, too many people will, and this happens in comedy, this happens in acting, the art isn't what gets people to where they are. They think it's networking or they think it's this, and they become very vulnerable. They become marks to the bad side of the industry, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're on a private jet to an island in the Bahamas somewhere, and you're like, I don't think I want to do this. And they're like, how bad do you want to play Eddie Van Halen, girl? And it's like, not that bad, actually. I think I could just stream from my bedroom and be Spotify famous. That's fine, too. So it's having your family there. It's a superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an having somebody that genuinely cares about you, is not looking to exploit you. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
superpower.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine there's a lot of 16-year-olds that are jamming out to Van Halen right now, right?
No, at school it's very hard to find people who love like Van Halen or rock and roll. It's always like pop with like Sabrina Carpenter or Chappell Roan. I mean,
Which is not like bad.
there's nothing wrong with
There's nothing
that,
wrong
but it's
with
just
it.
harder to find like younger people and
Or if
my
there's like young people who claim they like rock and roll, they'll be like, oh yeah, I really love Guns N' Roses. Oh, what's your favorite song? It goes like do 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 do. Like they don't really
Yeah,
know it.
exactly,
It's like,
yeah.
like one song, or I guess the the Nirvana shirts, if that makes sense, where
Right.
people just like, wear it for like the look, but don't really know like the meaning behind the band or the people.
So what's the set list right now? If somebody were to go see Little Queen, what's the set list?
I mean, there's a bunch of Heart in there.
Yeah, a bunch of Heart and
we have some Led Zeppelin, of course.
some Journey in there.
Fleetwood
Oh,
Mac.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac. Now we're talking.
AC/DC.
Yes.
Some Toto.
Yeah, I got the Toto in there.
Pat Benatar, Tina Turner.
Have you ever seen, speaking of Fleetwood Mac, have you ever seen Stevie Nicks looking at, who was the guitarist in Fleetwood Mac? Do you remember? It was her boyfriend. She wrote the song about him, and he cheated on her. And then, have you ever seen this where she stares at him the whole time she's singing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I think I've seen that. Yeah,
I've seen that.
That's crazy.
From the woman that loves you.
Follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you.
Just
pretty much
staring
that.
there. He's standing there getting screamed at his own funeral. It's
Oh
hilarious.
my goodness. Yeah.
It's not Mick Fleetwood. It's the other guy, right?
No, it's is it
Lindsey Buckingham, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Lindsey Buckingham. So Stevie Nicks is the girl and Lindsey Buckingham's the guy. Who would have figured? But
Yeah.
Silver Spring, Fleetwood Mac, I think they only had one #1 song, which is crazy. And it's,
Really?
it just goes to show, too. They're getting their comeback. Yacht Rock's getting their comeback. Butt
Yeah.
Rock's getting, are you familiar with Butt Rock?
No.
Butt Rock,
actually.
phenomenal. Creed, Nickelback.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We got to mix in some Creed. If you guys know some Creed, we'll have you play that at the end.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
arms wide open. So you did Godsmack, right? Did you play
Yeah.
any actual Godsmack songs?
Well, in our
Acoustic set.
we
We
do
have a
Serenity.
Godsmack song in there. Yeah.
I'm not the one who's so
Yeah.
far
we gotta do that
away.
one.
We should do
love
that
that
one. That's an awesome song. But yeah.
Voodoo. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah, voodoo. Why am I singing when there's professionals here? Music just is the best, isn't it? Music, you're just vibing. It's
Yes.
like, it's amazing to me that I can't remember people's names from 2 days ago, but I can remember lyrics from 30 years ago.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
weirdest thing in the world.
It's insane.
What
It's
is the
insane.
psychologist in you think of that? Where does that come from?
I think it comes from muscle memory. I think the more you sit down and you try to remember something, the less likely you're gonna remember. I think the more you just hear a song, especially if it's from long ago, like a childhood, it just sticks with you, without you really knowing.
Maybe I should try to sing people's names. Emilia, you're breaking. Well, that was Cecilia. Whatever. Emilia's close enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think how does it? Well, let me ask you this before we play some music. How does it work when you're doing covers? Do you have to pay for the royalties on this stuff? When you're posting copyrighted music that you're doing? Is this like a gray area? How does this work? Am I narking? Are you getting away with it right now, and now I'm gonna get you in trouble?
I know. Right now, we have not had to pay for anything or copyright or anything. But I feel like if it becomes more big and we have a bigger following, then maybe
That's
we
something
might
we'll
have
have
to
to worry
start
about.
focusing on that and
But I
worry
think
about that.
most tribute bands, especially here, they don't have to. And they've been playing, there's some that have been playing, for 20, 25 years, like Desperado. There's
I know, I was
one
gonna say Desperado.
And they're an Eagles tribute. Though actually, I think there was something with the lead singer of Desperado and
Yeah.
Don Henley. There was something kind of about royalties and stuff.
Yeah.
But so far, no. I guess because
Yeah,
we're
thankfully,
we're
no,
on a
yeah.
smaller scale. We're starting to make.
Well, yeah. How does the
Dollars.
music industry even work anymore? I mean, nobody sells
Oh.
albums. There's no CDs. What
I
is the
know.
music industry now?
So, there's not too much money to be made. Even if you're putting your songs on Spotify, the streams, you don't make money.
Is that right?
A lot, yeah. It's a lot of the money. It comes from touring and then merch, merch sales and
Yeah.
ticket sales. So
So really direct to
That's-
consumer. So it's your fans that are
Yes.
supporting
yeah,
Yeah.
they're really supporting you. So the fans, it really means everything.
I
they
feel a
really-
lot now though. It's been nicer since back in the day. You have to call on a radio to get your music out there or go to a record shop. But thankfully for social media, I feel it's way easier to post your music, or if you're having shows, you can be oh, here's our original song. We're gonna put it in there. So it puts it out there to
Right. You don't have to go through the studio system and hope the
Yeah.
hand of God comes down. You can promote yourself. But still,
Exactly.
I mean, there's other things like, I mean, going on The Voice would probably be great for you guys, or American
Yeah.
Idol or something
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
would probably be pretty cool. I mean, even though you'd have to stand in line for 3 hours before you perform.
Well, they do a lot of Zoom calls now, because I've tried a couple of times, and it's just like through Zoom calls, and then like I think after a couple of rounds, then they'll bring you in person.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which isn't, I don't think
How
is
do you
the
perform
best.
over Zoom?
I don't know. I've tried, and
I don't even know.
it's not the best way to do
Right.
it, I think. Well, one thing about social media, going back to your point, that there's a lot of like positives about social media and
Yeah.
being a musician, but one of the negatives that I don't really like is there are a lot of, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but there's a lot of musicians out there that will post things and they'll kind of edit stuff, and then when you go see them live, they're nothing like what they are.
Oh,
You know, and
Yeah.
you get disappointed. Me and my sister, all what we really know is just performing live.
They're just phonies.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everyone, but it's just it's almost like it's kind of like not super fair because you go see them and it's a lot of it is like studio tracks and
Hyper-produced,
auto
yeah.
tune.
Yeah, that too.
And me and my sister were very like authentic when it comes to our music. We perform, live. There's no
Yeah.
like auto tune or we
No
don't play with
tracks.
tracks. It's all just what the mistakes
Well,
that you're
pop's
hearing
going to be
is,
all AI in 5 years anyway,
Yeah.
and there's going to be a whole
Yeah.
market for people that actually want to hear humans and see them perform and engage in the art and feel the energy in the room. And
Hopefully, yeah.
that's like one of those things that people don't understand. It's like, watching a comedy special is nothing like being in the room, feeling the
Yeah.
laughter, feeling
Yeah.
the energy exchange. There's nothing about watching a concert on TV that even remotely comes close to being in that room, feeling
Yeah.
that energy.
for sure.
We're humans. We're a tribal people. We like being around other humans doing cool stuff. We like to support people. Of course, there's a massive amount of people that like to tear people down, but it's a small percentage of the population, frankly. Most people want to see other humans succeed.
Yeah.
And they want to see people live in their dreams, and they want to support people, live in their dreams. So I think, it's incredibly important that, people like you, the next generation, continuing this, this great galactic experiment in humanity.
Yeah.
It's just easy to put something like you said into the computer and say, AI, make me a 70s rock star.
Right,
And
exactly.
Suno does that in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
But it takes years to get good at a craft, and then there's value in that though. There's like, how else are we supposed to spend our time on this planet? Just consuming and never creating? Just
Yeah.
90 years of consuming, not making anything, not fulfilling, that hole in your soul. I don't know. I'm pontificating now. I got off on a rant there. But what's the future look like for you girls? 5 years, where are the Figueroa sisters?
I think 5 years
Definitely
from now, we'll have
together.
originals. We'll be together.
Yes.
And we'll have originals, and I mean, we'll be playing it. We'll be putting it out on platforms, and hopefully
Yacht rock? What are we doing?
rock and roll, rock and roll,
Rock and
all
roll,
the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how does that work for you being rock and roll stars going forward? You both seem intelligent. You come from a solid family. You don't have any tattoos that I can see. Your noses aren't pierced, and you don't seem to be drug addicts or alcoholics. How are you going to rock?
I mean, we
No.
can rock with
Yeah,
all,
there's
all of those things.
yeah.
We don't need those things to rock. I mean,
In a weird way, you're punk rock now. That has become so prevalent in the scene. Everybody is that
Honestly, yeah.
alternative. If everybody's alternative, they're not alternative.
Yeah.
You're kind of punk rock in a weird way, right?
I know what you mean.
Actually,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you really think about it, counterculture is what's against the current culture.
Right.
yeah.
You're in rock and roll
Okay.
in the music industry. What you being straight edge is counterculture.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, right?
Right.
And I have this guy, I just had this argument with somebody down in Texas, and I was talking to him. I was like, keep Austin weird is a conservative ideology. You know that, right? And she was like, no, it's not. This is a progressive town. I was like, yes, but you're saying keep it that way. Another word for that is conserve it.
Yeah.
Dude, she was so mad.
Oh, my
man,
goodness.
people get stuck on these ideologies.
Yeah.
I think if you're yourself, we're entering the age of authenticity. That's what I call it. You can't be anything other than yourself because we're going to be too overexposed. That's the bad thing about social media.
Yeah.
If you're not you,
Yeah.
people find out immediately because you can't live a lie. You can lie. You can
Yeah.
lie in like 5-minute clips. You can lie a little bit here and there. You could put out a phony persona But nonstop 24-hour news media and social media, who you are is who you got to be. Otherwise,
Yeah.
everybody's going to find out about it. You know?
Right.
And I think there's, a lot of people in the hip hop industry that have figured that out recently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, ready to rock? You guys want to play some music?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh,
Cool.
thank you. We'd love to.
Let's rock and roll. Welcome back to Gerard versus Evil. It's your boy, Gerard Michaels, and I want to thank VetClaims.ai. VetClaims.ai is helping every veteran you know get the money that they've earned. Go to VetClaims.ai and make sure that you can help somebody who's helped us.
My fellow Americans, did you know that 22 veterans take their own life every single day? Most of them waiting on benefits that the system was built to deny them. And now, those very groups raising money in veterans' names are lobbying against reforms. Reforms that could have saved them. We all know a veteran who has been let down by the system. And now, I'm calling on you to join the fight for veterans' rights. The foundational principle of America is freedom. But the swamp creatures, comprised of DC lawyers, lobbyists, and special interest groups, are spending millions to eliminate a veteran's right to choose. I love America. I fought for this country, and I started VetClaims.ai to make it as easy as possible for veterans to get the benefits that they earned. But special interest groups like the DAV, the VFW, the American Legion, and these VA-accredited lawyers created a system where service members would need a PhD in bureaucracy just to navigate the maze that is the VA claim process. Now, I'll remind you of a quote here that Thomas Jefferson once said: "Laws and institutions must go hand in hand with the progress of the human mind." It is with that in mind that I'm so excited to tell you that I'm donating $50,000 to the Hunter 7 Foundation. No strings, no conditions, but because veterans dying of service-connected cancers cannot wait on Washington any longer. Now, I'm putting an additional $25,000 on the table, right here, for any of the national commanders of the DAV, VFW, or American Legion. Any one of them, any one of you brave enough to sit across from me on camera, live and unedited, to defend the system their organizations built and are lobbying so hard to maintain. 60 minutes, no staff, no edits. If they won't show up to defend it, veterans, you will know why. If you are still here and would like to learn more on the who, what, when, where, and why this is happening, go to vetclaims.ai/fight and learn how you can protect veterans' rights and be a part of making a better future for America's warfighters.
And go to telyrx.com, that's TELYRX.com, for all your telehealth needs. Grace, Emilia, never again will you have to go to that embarrassing doctor to say, I don't know what this bump and rash is. Once you go to telyrx.com, you just put in your symptoms, a doctor prescribes you what you need, and it's mailed directly to your door. No more condescending looks from the people behind the pharmacy counter. You get it, you take it, you get better. telyrx.com, use code S&D for 20% off. All right. Without further ado, Gerard versus Evil, Artist Spotlight presents the Figueroa Sisters.
The doctor said, come back again next week. I think that you need me. All she do is cry. She wanted to die. Doctor
I hope the acoustics picked that. That was so freaking good.
Thank you.
That was so amazing. Dude, that was incredible.
Thank you.
I really hope that comes through, man. You guys got to check out the Figueroa sisters. So what attracted you to Heart to begin with? That was...
I mean, we're sisters.
And you went to a deep track, too. You didn't go with Barracuda. You went,
No, that was Heartless.
Yeah.
Heart from their album Magazine. I mean, we love that song. That song, I think, is like one of our favorites to play. It's
definitely
just
a
really
favorite.
cool.
Bro, just off the rip, I didn't give you guys any heads up. I didn't say come prepared. You were warming up for exactly 7 seconds before you ripped it.
I
You didn't
know.
miss a note. Like you did it. Like what are your finger? You do finger warm ups?
I mean, I do stretch out. Yeah, I stretch them out. I
Yeah.
do some
She'll-
warm-ups
she'll
here.
eat them.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That was so good, girls. That was very good.
Thank you so
So
much.
when you're harmonizing together and you decide who decides what you're singing, when you're singing, do you come up with it together? How does it work?
Well, I guess usually I'm more of a soprano. I can sing higher and she can sing lower.
Yeah.
So she'll always take the lower. And there's some songs where, like, no matter what, if you're singing lead, you usually always take the melody. So
Right.
she'll sing, like, the higher one if I'm, like, you know, like, there's
Yeah.
songs like Alone where I have to take the melody and she'll take the higher one.
Right.
But there's some songs that, like, I won't take the melody and I'll do the higher harmony so she doesn't have to, like, you
'Cause
know,
I can't
push
hit
a little
that
too
personally.
much.
I cannot hit that.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, no, a lot of it, like, since, like, Heart Sisters, we really appreciate that a lot.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that's, like, a big influence why we wanted to, like, continue with Heart. And we love Barracuda and, like, Crazy on You. That's one of my favorites,
Crazy
too.
on You is a great one.
I
Yes.
think
Yeah.
we should do that one next.
should do that
I
one.
think,
Crazy on You?
yeah, she needs
Yeah.
some time to shred. This beginning part is
Okay, now I gotta
Lock
actually
in.
focus. No. Yeah, because it's a little
Lock
tricky.
in.
It's a little tricky, yeah. But we can try it, yeah.
All right, once again, welcome back to Gerard vs. Evil. Artist Spotlight, the Figueroa sisters. The Figueroa Sisters, Crazy on You by heart. That's, well, you know, I don't want to be rude, but I think that pretty much is the Latina anthem right there. Is that how that works, or is that?
I guess.
You gotta throw in one for my comedy fans there. Now, music theory. One thing before we get out of here, I'm super interested in this. This seems to be something that's coming up a lot. Some with AI, but some with actual artists, where they're taking well-known songs and they're changing them into like, you know, I don't know if you've heard Many Men by 50 Cent, but they've done it as like a soul song now. And they've
I've seen those.
And there's also when Bruno Mars just did an amazing thing where it was to the Billie Jean beat. Or he sang Billie Jean to a Prince song. Like the mashing it up for people that understand music theory on that level where you can take, I guess, is it things that are in the same meter? Is that the idea?
Yeah, same key. I mean, sometimes you can take notes outside of it. It's like, it's a whole thing. I feel like music theory is like, it takes a lot of time to fully grasp your like head around. It's confusing. It's very confusing. But I feel like it really helps with like, if you want a song to sound like, oh, whoa, like you don't expect it to go this way. Like it really helps like make a song sound interesting, and it gets the audience like gets their like attention.
What do you got? You got one more song in you think, or what? You think we can figure it out?
What would you like to do?
You could do Dog and Butterfly.
Dog and Butterfly. Do you want to not do a heart song? Do you want to try doing something else?
I want to do what's another one?
Well, I just heard the news today. No.
Right, you should sing with her.
Oh, man. You could do the Godsmack one. I don't know.
Ooh, that's kind of low. I guess we.
It's up to you. Honestly,
I don't know if I know the lyrics.
I would do one that's not Heart, just in case you know somebody in the audience doesn't know Heart.
Yeah.
Although you should. You uncultured swine. If you're not familiar with the Wilson sisters, get with it.
Do you want to do some AC/DC?
Yes.
I was thinking
that's
that
the
one,
winner.
yeah.
That's the winner.
Okay.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
better. Got better.
This will shake you.
She was a
This has been Gerard vs. Evil Artist Spotlight. The Figueroa sisters, Grace Figueroa, Emilia Figueroa of the Little Queen Band. See them in and around Dallas, Fort Worth area, and hopefully nationally coming soon. Girls, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for playing with us. This has been so much fun. Look forward to having you guys back in a couple years when you're massively huge. And, you get to do this from your tour bus then. All right? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, this is Gerard vs. Evil Artist Spotlight brought to you by vetclaims.ai. That's vetclaims.ai. Help us help those who have served and protected us abroad by going to vetclaims.ai, taking a free survey, and helping them get the disability rating that they've earned. It can mean thousands of dollars for them and their family, and vetclaims.ai has helped over 50,000 veterans improve or get their claim that was denied. Go to vetclaims.ai, fill out the free survey, help those that will help us. And go to telyrx.com, that's TELYRX.com, use code S&T for all your telehealth needs. Once again, this is Gerard Michaels at Gerard vs. Evil. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace. All right, so take me through that again.
Okay.
All right, what are our warm-ups here?
So let's do some lip trills. So put your hand kind of on the side of your cheeks and make like a duck face, and just blow.
What? How are you doing?
There you go. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can do some sirens, so it's just like.
It's like I'm yawning.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. Yeah.
It helps when I use my hand. It does help when
It
does.
does.
Ow!
And then you go.
Why is this so hard?
I'm putting you on the spot here.
One more time.
And then one more. Let's use our diaphragm. So
That's my
put your
favorite.
I
hand-
have quite a diaphragm.
This is my favorite
yes,
one.
so
That's
yes.
good. That means you'll be loud.
Nessun dorma.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I went to public school.
So you just take a deep breath, and you go, hey, 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 hey.
I feel like I'm doing what do they make you do when you're having your baby? What's that breathing?
Yeah. Well,
Should know what that is. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. That's it kind of sounds like those women in Siberia that are doing all that like guttural music.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it
I
does.
guess it
Yeah.
does.
All right. I like it. Who do you think figured it out? So this is the diaphragm. So this is when people say you sing from your diaphragm.
Yes.
This is all
This
right.
is the diaphragm. And some people call it like stomach breathing because
Okay.
your stomach essentially goes out.
Right.
I don't know who figured it out, but
I'm still trying to incorporate my nose into breathing. I think stomach's going to be a step too far for me.
But I don't know. I don't know who figured it out. It just helps like with breath control better because people who sing with their or breathe with their chest, it comes out weaker, and you can't project as much, and it also could damage the voice over time. So
The Goo Goo Dolls thing. All right, so we ready to rock and roll?
yeah.
All right. So without further ado, so are we going to do the Figueroa sisters here? Is that what
Yes,
we're doing?
this
here?
is
The
the
Figueroa
Figueroa
sisters?
sisters.
What's your favorite conspiracy theory? What do you got?
Anything to do with aliens.
Yeah.
Anything to do-
We
do you
love
think aliens are
aliens,
real?
space. Yeah.
So I just had Sam Tripoli on the show, and he says aliens aren't real. They're actually interdimensional angels and demons. So,
Okay, I've heard
Okay.
that before.
I haven't heard of that.
what do you think of the aliens in Antarctica?
In Antarctica. I haven't heard of the aliens
Not
in
familiar?
Antarctica.
Have
No,
not?
I have not.
Apparently there's reptilian aliens in the center of Antarctica.
Really?
That's why nobody has claimed Antarctica. That's the idea.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it could be possible. I mean, no one has really been over there, so
Right.
no one.
Yeah, I feel like it hasn't been explored enough, or
No.
it's very
Or it's not
quiet.
being
It's not
explored.
being
Or
like
has been
talked
explored,
about.
but not
Right.
talked
So it
about.
makes you think: is there anything else going on over
Well, there's
there?
aliens. Supposed to be aliens in the ocean. You're supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've heard about
Yeah.
that. I mean, it's like a lot of the ocean is not explored, so
Right.
We don't know.
So if there
Yeah.
were an alien, would you want to meet one, or would you be afraid of it? Or
I don't think I'd be afraid.
I'd want to meet one.
I'd wanna meet
I'm
one
very curious. I'm very curious. I'm gonna be
you
honest.
think
Yeah.
maybe your next drummer will be a reptilian alien?
Yeah.
That'd be-
Hey, if he's
that'd
good
be
at
pretty
drums,
badass.
if that's then hell yeah.